Welcome to Atlantic City, New Jersey. This is a restaurant and casino review of the Borgata, which is part of the MGM. And we found this place seemed like it was kind of run down a little bit. But what was really cool about driving through the streets of Atlantic City was we saw a few other different well-named casinos like Caesars. And of course the Borgata, you wouldn't have known that was MGM, right? But as we came down, we saw places that reminded me of Monopoly. All these streets of Monopoly. There's Ventnor Avenue. Oh my god, that's too funny. And it was just really cool architecture. So there's the Tropicana, which we know in Vegas has just been imploded. Sad, sad, sad. And of course, why were we there? Yes, Fluffy and Martine. But we're going to get into them a little bit later. For now, let's take a stroll through the Borgata itself. This reminded me a lot of the Bellagio, the conservatory that they do in the Bellagio, and they change it up every, season, it seems like. So in the Borgata, they had all these dandelions, both the flower and also the seed puffs that we like to blow. And did you see that cool ant? There was a whole bunch of these huge big ants. And they were cute as we walked along through there. So that was a lot of fun. There's a lot of different kinds of bars and restaurants that were scattered throughout the Borgata. And the Borgata seemed like it was new to us. But when I asked the lady at the counter, she said no, they've been there for a long time. They just like to keep it nice and clean and fresh. Isn't that one cute? That ant just killed me there. But it's a big casino. It's huge. It has a lot of different machines everywhere. Like I said, and then they had this sign here. It was the Year of the Dragon. That was really cool, the Chinese New Year. I love that they had that sign. It'd been neat to have had that maybe in a display or something. When we first walked in, we saw this store. And of course, I know it's too soon because, geez, we need Halloween first. But it was a Christmas store. Those stores are always so magical. I just love them. Even though, yeah, you guys know I'm more of a Halloween nerd and nut. But it was just so pretty. It was so sparkly and Father Christmas there. But yeah, it was really, really nice. So as we walked on, I knew we needed to get a new MGM card. Even though I already had a membership card, and this is part of the MGM, but it still was important that you do look into getting a separate card. For some reason, the points don't seem to move over, and so we just got another card. It was just so much easier, and you never know when yours expires, eh? So let's continue walking through. And that's some of the casino. They have casino like it's all spread out, lots of machines. That's the steakhouse. But you can't film any of the machines. I already got told that's a no-no. So that's really a shame. There's some casinos that allow you to film your video play, and others no. And this is one that, yeah, security guy came over and said, just so you know, you can't video machines. But he said that, I was like, oh, sorry. And he was like, oh, that's okay. Well, if it's okay, then can I still do it? Well, probably not. So we're going to go play. Yeah, Wonder Woman, Lloyd's calling. Wonder Woman's calling him. Stand in line over there, and then you have to go over to the cash register and pick it up and then find your seat to go and eat. So this is the bread and butter, as I talked about. You have to stand in line like a cafeteria kind of style. You choose what you want, they get it together, or if it's already pre-made, and then you cash out and find your seat. The food here was pretty good. It actually wasn't bad. It was really difficult to find a restaurant that was even open, like for lunch. Oh yeah, I got a chicken salad sandwich on a brioche roll, I think is what it was. So I couldn't resist getting the chocolate cheesecake. So we're gonna dive into it and see how it is. We are at the Bread and Butter. Nice little kind of eatery here at the Borgata MGM in Atlantic City. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look good? Look at that thick chocolate cheesecake with an Oreo on top. It looks like it's a chocolate Oreo to boot. Oh my god. So we're gonna try this and see how it is. And yeah, I didn't show it, but oh my god. I shared it with Lloyd at least, and then we just devoured it. So we were here to see Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy! And let's take you inside and show you what the auditorium looked like. So we are here to see Fluffy, fun fact! Ah! This is where we're sitting at, how close we are to the stage. We're in row 4. Off a little bit to the side, but that's okay. I think this is smaller than Foxwood, and Lloyd thinks this is bigger than Foxwood casinos?
Or about the same.
Or about the same. I think Foxwood's bigger. When we went to see Bob Marley, we had balcony seats. And there are none balcony seats here. But this is pretty big. We were the first one in, although I got stopped because I had a whole bunch of junk in my purse. So as of a note, do not put a whole bunch of stuff in your purse. Oi! Fluffy fun facts. They're showing us fluffy fun facts. That's funny. He had a show previous to this and it ran late. So we stood in line for about an hour. They said we didn't have to, but we were so glad we did. Because the line went almost all the way through the casino and then we just never saw the end. And if every seat in here is taken, y'all saw how busy it is. It's like, oh my god. That's just crazy stuff. Okay, so we're gonna relax, because unfortunately I cannot share the fluffy show with you, out of respect for Gabriel. So, we'll see you guys later, but be sure and catch all the dates and places that he's going to be having shows, and I will include a link in the description below. See you guys later! So I'm just sharing with you guys a few of the fluffy fun facts. I won't show them all because there was a lot, and they were on repeat as we were sitting there waiting. I don't know how much I really cared for this show, actually. I love Fluffy, don't get me wrong, I really did. But maybe it was the venue that really bugged me. We waited extra long, and it just seemed like it just took forever. And then they had like merchandise they talked about in the beginning, you know, before he even came out. And I just kind of was like, it'd been better if they had a room that we could have just went and waited there in line and had all the merchandise you could buy if you wanted it, you know, right there while you were waiting to get in. And that would have been, you know, done a lot better. So you can see how crowded it really, really got, you know, in this auditorium or hall. So it was kind of crazy. Luckily, like I said, we were the first ones in, but it was just crazy. So if you were interested in getting the fluffy merchandise, there is a link to it where you can order it, and you can certainly get it sent to you. A lot of cute stuff. But you weren't allowed to take any pictures or anything until the very end. So, there we go. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Everybody in the back, we love you guys.
Thank you.
By the way, that was 40 minutes of Mexican overtime from Gabriel Iglesias tonight for you guys on the